Hey everybody, Mental Fox here. Welcome back to another episode of my playthrough of Blood and Wine. Thank you for joining me again. We are doing this quest called Paperchase, which is kind of cracking me up. One day, an old acquaintance ran into Geralt and pulled him aside for a chat. He was a vineyard owner for whom Geralt had completed a contract some time ago. The man had been bereft of adequate coin at the time, but determined to compensate Geralt fairly one day, he had set up a savings account in the Witcher's name at the local bank. Now that year's worth of interest had accrued and Geralt had returned to the duchy, he needed only go to the bank and collect his due. Well, yeah, nothing's that simple. We've arrived here and now we find that we need a form because they think that the record holder has died. So, this gentleman here told us that in order to get some results, we should be nice to the ladies. So, we're going to go buy a present for the bank clerk. And, I guess we'll just follow this path here. This is going to take us to a merchant, I guess. Excuse me. Coming through.
We shall long bear the scars of that witch's.
Yeah. Whoops. Nice. So here we've got ourselves a perfumery. So let's buy some perfume. Hope it's not too expensive. Let's see what this guy has. Hey dude, what's up?
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle? Ginacia petals?
Oh, he's gonna be so disappointed that all we want is perfume.
How's business?
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Henrietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
So here's another guy that we could play Gwent with, and I'm not going to play Gwent with him right now. I'm going to put it on my list of people to play Gwent with. I'm going to ask him what he has on offer, though.
Show me what you've got in stock.
Well, he has a lot of things in stock. He has a potion of clearance. Oh, okay, this is a respec potion. And a potion of restoration. Huh. Returns all ability points spent to develop abilities to the available pool so you can redistribute them. Returns all ability points spent developing mutations to the pool so you can reallocate them. Okay. But here is some regular old perfume that's junk. Here is some dye solution. Let's go ahead and... Actually, don't I already have stuff like this? Like, and I have some flowers, so I don't need to buy any flowers. I'm just thinking ahead. Maybe she'll want flowers instead of perfume. But I guess I don't have any perfume, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some perfume, see what she thinks about that. We'll buy one perfume. One, please. I will have one perfume.
Need to get going. Till next time.
Alright, that's it, huh? Well, let's go back to window number 1. See if we can sweet talk the lady into giving us what we need. Coming through.
Leave me alone!
Leave me alone! Oh my gosh. Look at these pretty flowers. They're beautiful. Well, at least the bank is still open.
Can I help you?
Hey, what's up, dude? That's it, huh? Alright. Hello.
Welcome to Cianfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
Well, let's be nice to her. Okay, well, this is all we could do.
Need Form 202 to get a copy of Permit A38. Did you know that? Couldn't have told me? Wasted a lot of time because of you.
Please,
Jeez.
sir. There's no need to lose your temper. I thought it obvious and thus needed no stating. The form will soon be ready. Name and surname?
Geralt of Rivia.
Let me find it. Gedon, Gemel. Here it is. Geralt of Rivia. Sorry, sir, I cannot issue Form 202.
Excuse me?
The applicant in question has been declared dead, officially. Now, do tell me, sir, how am I to enter that into the ledger?
Let's see. Give her perfume. To tell you the truth, I'm really just here to see you. Let's try the perfume first.
Like musky aromas, right?
And how would you know that, sir?
Smelled it. When you walked by. That scent you wear. Lovely. So I thought to myself, bet she'll like this too.
Oh, but I shouldn't, really.
Please, accept it as a token of my thanks for your help with my file.
Oh. You, sir, are quite the charmer. Ah,
He winked at
please,
her.
wait a moment. I shall fetch Master Cianfanelli. Perhaps he'll arrange something that excludes the paperwork.
It's so great.
You tell him dinna disturb, but no, always some bugger who can't stand to wait. Plough me, who's this? Hearty greetings, Master Geralt. You haven't paid us a visit in eons.
This guy knows
Been a
us.
bit busy, but I'm back now and I need your help with something.
Of course. Now do tell, how can I help you?
Well, I got a problem with my accounts.
Got a problem with my account. Wanted to withdraw some coins, see, but...
Nae problem there, we'll get you paid up in a jiffy. Just gonna need to settle yon tiny wee trifle.
Heard that already. Permit A38, among others.
Oh, my hands are tied without them, Geralt. But I see you're a quick learner in the ways of banking. You'll get them in a heartbeat.
Okay. So, what happened to my coin, dude?
Cianfanelli, no more excuses. Pay out my coin, now.
Come on, Master Witcher, for why the ire? There's no need. We'll have it all for you. You just need to see the necessary documents.
Got a document right here means a hell of a lot more than any of your forms or permits. Have a look.
Her enlightened highness, she's hired you.
Mm-hmm. And as her personal emissary, I demand access to my account, right now.
Aye, Master Witcher. This way.
Alright. Good thinking,
So
Geralt.
how's the trade these days, Master Witcher?
Can't complain.
Good for you, because in our neck of the woods, things are dark, dark shite. Wine sales are stuck in the muck and sinking deeper. It's the fucking wretched names, I tell you. Folk out with the duchy haven't any notion how to say Cote de Blessure and all that. It twists their tongues in bloody knots. Makes them ashamed to ask for it. Done. Deposit box 256. Last in on the right.
Alright. Let's go get it. Don't know why they made such a big deal out of it. Here it is. Did it empty? What the? What's going on here?
What the hell's this, Cianfanelli? Box is empty.
Well, coins got to circulate. So when we learned you were dead, Master, we, circulated yours. Purchased stocks, bonds, invested in a few vineyards. Before we knew it, there was hee-haw left in the box.
Really ought to call it what it is. You robbed me, plain and simple.
Nay, Master Witcher, never! I wouldn't dare!
Oh, you'd dare. And now you'll answer for it. Open the gate.
Master Witcher, I'll pay it all back, every red copper. I swear it on my nana's beard.
You've got a week, dude. We'll give him a week.
Got a week, not 1 day more.
You shan't regret this, I swear. I'll rustle it up. Have it ready for you in 7 days.
Mm-hmm. See you then.
I didn't want to fight anybody. We'll give him a week. He screwed up. He thought Geralt was dead. Alright. So, we need to wait a week and talk to Cianfanelli. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Back to our quest list. Where do we go now? Well, let's go ahead and bring up our map here, and I'm kind of curious to go check out our new home. So let's bring up our map, and we'll do a fast travel up here to our vineyard. Oh, I need to go to a sign first. I knew that. And there just happens to be one right here. And we'll fast travel up to our vineyard and check out our new digs. See what the place looks like. Corvo Bianco Estate. So let's take a look at this. Okay, there's no number here, so I guess there's not going to be any fighting. Looks like Roach is here waiting for us. Hey Roach, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you again. So Geralt is now a vineyard owner, and who are these people? Why are you here?
Boy, rotten times.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, there's a chest here. Nice. Majordomo.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as majordomo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Cool. Let's learn a little bit more about this place.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Boleus of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Boleus, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Boleus.
Well, show me around.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Yeah, very practical.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Wow.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a majordomo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos. My father was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards. then slowly worked her way up to majordomo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Steal of yours ones, grinds their bones to flour, and bakes gingerbread biscuits.
Major Domo, huh?
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Absolutely.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Geralt likes it.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Cianfanelli, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Yeah.
Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine.
What?
There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Interesting story.
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
A bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
Is that going to be one of our quests? To replant the garden?
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Barnabas Basil. What a name.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
Look at that guy. Sharpening his sickle.
I once had a...
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
How's that sound, Roach? Let me go down here now. Into the cellar.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
What a guy. Now what? Where's our quarters?
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Let's go in and check this place out.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. But one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
So, we could get right into renovating. Let's see how much this costs.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Well, we could do some work on the house, we could improve the grounds, or we can discuss it later. Well, how much is this going to cost? If I choose this, will it automatically cost me money? Let's see.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Ooh, 5,000. Never mind.
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Kniebly would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
Uh-huh. Let's see. We'll discuss this later.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
Okay. Well, nothing else we could talk about.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
So, is there any reason to pay the money to restore this place other than just simply to complete this quest? Which, frankly, is probably enough of a reason for me. No place like home. A preliminary inspection of Geralt's new property uncovered that the vineyard would need quite a bit of fixing up before it could shine in all its glory. This would be a monumental task requiring aesthetic sensibilities Geralt was not sure he possessed. Luckily, he did not have to take it on alone. Aiding him in it would be Barnabas Basil, his majordomo, who, Geralt soon learned, was an expert not only in the running of households, but also their remodeling. So, we're supposed to restore Corvo Bianco to its former glory. Well, we could have spent $5,000 there, or not dollars, coin. But that's like, 1/10 of everything that I own currently. And my understanding is that I'm going to need a lot of coin in order to have this stuff, this Grandmaster gear, fashioned. So I may go for the Grandmaster stuff before I even consider spending money on restoring this place. Although I am curious if there's, we get other perks for doing it other than just the way it looks. So here is our home, away from home. And here is a weapon rack. So our Griffin swords are hanging here. This will take us to the bedroom. It's not bad. And in here is a nice big stash. So we get to all of our stuff that we have stashed, which is nice. And here we could place a trophy. No items in inventory can be placed there. But I guess we'll be picking up trophies at some point. Different than the trophies that we hang from Roach's saddle, I guess. What's this up here? Hang painting. Well, we have no paintings, but we saw somebody who sold paintings earlier. Could use the bed. That's probably the same as meditating. Let's see if it is. It is indeed. Whoa. Rest here to gain bonuses. Huh. So if we rest for 60 minutes, library. 5% bonus to experience gain during combat. Why are these locked? So how do I unlock this? Maybe this is what happens when we revive the place, when we renovate it. These will open up, maybe. I'm not sure. Huh, I don't know. But I guess now that I've stood up, I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and rest for 60 minutes here and get the 5% bonus. I don't know if we're going to be doing any combat, but, you know, in case we do. Here is a bookshelf. Use. Purchasing brief. Okay, so these are our quest books. We've already looked at these. I think we read this. I'm pretty sure we did. So these are the clues we had earlier. Here's the deed. Alright. So we don't need to look at that stuff. Well, I mean, we've got places we could hang paintings. I don't know if that's something that I want to spend money on. But, you know, if we get filthy rich, it might be fun to do stuff like that. Over here is what? Another place to put weapons? Armor. We have no armor in our inventory that could be placed there. Here is our majordomo. There's another place to hang a painting. Upstairs, they said, is storage. You can see we have the effect on us now in the upper left-hand corner. The added experience. Well, I mean... Alright, there's nothing really up here that's interesting. What is that symbol there? There's a bed and then there's something else in... I guess it's the bookshelf, I guess. And this... Another room in here that doesn't look like we could do anything in here either. Alright, well, that's our estate. I say we go ahead and leave. And it's something we keep in mind that we can restore this place. Like I said, if we get filthy rich, maybe we'll do that. In the meantime, I think we may be close to Guillaume. So, we're not quite as close to him as I thought we were. He's not too far away. We could go over and say hi to Guillaume. Check on him. He's not too far away. Let's go check on Guillaume. Seemed like it was pretty important for us, for him to speak with us, and I hope you remember who Guillaume was. When we first arrived here, there was a tourney going on, and he was fighting a Shalmar, trying to oppress a Lady Vivian, I believe was her name. And he got into trouble really quick, so Geralt had to step in and fight the Shalmar. Guillaume was injured in the battle, and they took him off to a medic tent. And he requested that Geralt stop by and say hello. He has something important he wants to talk to us about, so that's what we're going to do. He's right up the hill here. Oh! Get out of my way. I'm very busy.
I have a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Alright, what's up, Guillaume? What's so stinking important, man? Nice
Your
hair.
wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Bet I could guess her symptoms.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Alright, well, why do you think she's cursed?
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivienne shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivienne emerged from it, I too emerged. Ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Anything else unusual?
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivienne's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Alright. Well, what else can you tell me?
Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting. Her father, a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the Tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
What a guy. Alright, tell me more about this tourney.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize, and more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivienne.
I don't know if it's worth haggling over a few pieces of coin. I'm not even going to bother with that. But yeah, let's agree to help this guy. Oh, look at that bird. How pretty.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Oh boy, here we go. Well, let's start at the top with some target practice.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Follow Guillaume.
The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
Here we go. Oh my.
Hit the red targets.
Hit the red targets. Alright, I can do that. But before we do that... Oh, time's running out. Alright, let's shoot the targets. 1. Carol, what are you waiting for? Do it. 2. 3. Take your time, girl. That'll do it. 6 targets. 6 for 6.
Once more?
Once more? No. No, that's enough. I got them all.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Really? Alright, let's do that.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea.
Oh man, I do not like their horse
Come with
races
me.
at all. But Roach maybe is a little bit
The
faster
tourney's race
now.
differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Hmm, somebody's yelling over there. I don't know if you heard her.
What a specimen. Scared the fight.
So, we get to race on a horse.
No two ways about it.
How far are we going, dude?
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand
Oh.
dummies and targets.
What the?
The dummies you may cut with your blade.
What?
The targets you must hit from your crossbow.
Whoa.
The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame.
Oh gosh.
During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Oh man, I do not like the sound of that at all. Okay, I've got 2 green lines here. Go. Okay. So, here's a dummy. We hit this with our sword. Okay, I did that. And up ahead here is what? We have a marker. Okay. And around here is another dummy. So, swing at it. Okay. Another marker. Checkpoint, gate, whatever you want to call it. Why is the thing behind me? Did I miss something? What's going on? Why are the dotted lines behind me? Did I miss one? Did I hit it? Why did I shoot an exploding bolt? Let's see. Oh, okay. I can't even change my ammo. Alright, I'm not... I didn't think I missed one, but it's acting like I did. Okay. Did I not hit that? I don't know what happened there. What?
Will you give it another go? I can set out more dummies.
Hold on a second.
Come back to this later.
I need to go into my inventory here. Why am I shooting exploding bolts? Do I have non-exploding bolts? Blunt crossbow bolt. These are just regular old crossbow bolts. Here are tracking bolts. Here are split bolts. What should I be using? Silver damage. These all do silver damage. Well, I have the most of these, so I guess we'll put those on there. So I guess I missed a target or something. I don't know, man.
Will you give it another go? I can set out more dummies.
Yeah, go ahead, I guess. Let's do it.
No harm in going again. Practice makes perfect, even for witchers.
So, I don't know, man. Here we go. Alright. Let's go. Gonna... Whackety. Did I miss it? Oh no, I hit it. Alright, so here's a gate. Good, there's one checkpoint passed. Whack that one. Run through that checkpoint. To a fort. Now why is it telling me to go behind me? Look. What the heck? Can't look at the map either. Alright, I don't know what's going on. Shoot it, Geralt. Oh, damn it. Alright. Alright. Hold on. Hold on. I screwed up. Hold on. Okay, extra time added. I got that. Checkpoint number 3. Hit that one. Got a little bit extra time. And... we're good, right?
So, have you had enough?
All right.
Do you wish to ride again?
I guess that's just how it is. I've had enough.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Where to now?
Well, I guess we better do some combat training.
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand.
Come with me.
Alright, let's follow Guillaume to the
You will team with
training
other
grounds.
knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
Yeah, I sense that too, dude.
The gods have sent the beast as punishment for our sins.
Oh my
We
gosh.
have ceased to succor our ancient traditions.
Wow, she is screaming. Alright, Guillaume.
Simpleton.
Quit zigzagging on me.
Were the good prophet Leviosa alive?
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
Alright, here we go.
By my troth, it is the Witcher who saved us from woe. You need not ask me twice.
Oh,
And now what, Witcher?
here we go. Here we go.
Look alive!
Alright, I'm trying parrying. Not really something I have done a lot. Oh, he hit me. Okay, parry. Oh, he's tired, looks like. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, parried him. Oh, he's down. Okay. I hope I didn't kill him. We didn't kill him, right? He's not
Do
dead.
you wish to practice fighting a moment longer?
Well, let's do one more.
Could probably use some more practice. Usually fight monsters, not knights.
Okay, go to the center of the arena.
The Knight's Codex commands constant improvement.
Prince Horm Acre Spock of Mecht. Oh, yeah.
No mercy!
There we got one hit on him. Back up a little bit, get ourselves a little bit of space. Oh yeah, not bad. Oh, he got a good hit on us there. Oh, okay, he's down. Okay, he stands and looks at us.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Really? Why not? I'm awesome. Alright, we've practiced this enough.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Whoa, Geralt.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
More paperwork. Alright, go to the inscription tent and enter the tourney. Alright, let's go do that. Where's this screaming woman? Screaming about the beast. Probably walk by her again. I don't know where she was.
Get them while they're hot.
The gods have sent the beast as punishment for our sins. We have ceased to succor our ancient traditions.
Baseness reigns where virtue once ruled.
Fanatic.
This festival of vanity is an offense to the gods.
And lust,
Why is she in a barrel?
wisdom lies stripped of all that is noble. Meanness, lords, over generosity. And the valiant have shown themselves cowards. Folk
Wow.
show no compassion. Thus the gods have no compassion for them.
Whoa.
Thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of truth.
Can I talk to her?
The
Ah,
gods
we
have
knocked her out of the
sent
barrel.
beast as punishment for our sins.
Shush.
We have ceased to
Shush it,
succor
lady.
our ancient traditions.
Wow, that is annoying. Oh my gosh. Let's get away from there. That is a very, very annoying sounding person there. So, I wanted to bring up our characters here. We met Barnabas Basil Foti, the majordomo of Corvo Bianco. He was a gentleman's gentleman if there's ever been one. His whole life he had served distinguished nobles, the Nibli family, for example, or Admiral Rompelli for another, for he would never tolerate an employer who detracted from his personal dignity. Since Barnabas Basil remembered the times of Monsieur Boleus and Baron Rossel, he was a wellspring of anecdotes about the Vineyard's past. He knew every corner and every secret of Corvo Bianco. An excellent administrator, he offered a wealth of good advice concerning the modernization and management of the estate. Geralt could not have hoped for better help. One could even say that by entrusting Corvo Bianco to the hands of that marvelous majordomo, Anna Henrietta had given the Witcher the most beautiful present he'd ever received, for a home without someone capable to care for it is no home at all. And here's Vivian here. Vivian de Tabry was Anna Henrietta's lady-in-waiting. She was a tight-lipped, secretive, inaccessible person, but her beauty fascinated men. Geralt saw proof of this when he took a contract from Guillaume, who was in love with her and suspected she might be afflicted by a curse. In order to get an audience with her, Geralt had to take part in the Knight's Tourney, where Vivian was acting as the patroness. And that is what we are going to sign up for now. Alright, let's go in here. Hey scribe, what's up? Loot. Note from the Tourney scribe. Let's read it. The International Knights Tourney under the patronage of Lady Vivienne de Tabry 1275. Participants registered and qualified to take part in the contest. Gregor de Gorgon, winner of last year's tourney. He shall not participate in the general competition, but shall fight in the final bout against the knight who earns the most points. All signs seem to indicate Gregoire will defend his title. Ensei? I don't know. Prince of Lyria and Rivia, joining us for the third time in a row. Horm Akerspark, Prince of Macht, rumored to be of the Emperor Emir's blood before his fourth tourney. Oh, here for his fourth tourney. Baron Palmerin de Launfal, his sixth time in the tourney. Donimir of Troy, a Redanian knight, his first time in the tourney. Rainfarn of Atra, for the seventh time in the tourney, victor of the 1269 edition. Guy de Bois Frane of Mettina, a second cousin of Renard de Bois Frane. I have no idea how to pronounce that. One of her grace's knights errant, a third time in the tourney. Delwyn of Cregau, a young knight in the tourney for the first time. Tale of Dorndal, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose, first time in the tourney. Linos of Mettina, third time in the tourney. And Guillaume de Launfal, Baron Palmerin's nephew, first time in the tourney. Later addendum. Due to injury, Guillaume has transferred his place in the tourney to another knight. So word has already made it here. Alright, let's talk to the scribe.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of two crests. Which do you prefer?
What? So, what did you learn about me?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Okay, and what about this Ravix of Forhorn?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
Well, I don't know why we would want to be this guy. I don't know if this name is and story is from the books or from the second game. But let's just be Geralt. We've been Geralt all this time. Why change now?
I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Oh, by all means. Tell me about the vows.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Okay. Tell me about the prizes.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy.
Ah, trophies.
Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out
shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Cool. Well, let's learn about the challenges.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient.
All right, I guess we know all that we need to know.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
I'll swear on the heron. I'll swear on my lady's love. I'll swear on her illustrious highness's garter, or I'd rather not make any vow. My lady's love.
I vow on the love of my lady, Yennefer of Vengerberg, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration.
Shiny.
It stands near the arena. Good luck.
I wonder if it mattered what vow we took. I wonder if it mattered at all. Oh, look at Geralt. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. So is it already time for the tourney? Go to the shooting range. Well, in the charming fairy tale duchy for which Toussaint commonly passes, love blooms and erupts into flames faster than in any other corner of the known world. I know what I say, for I too experienced my share of beautiful, passionate moments there, with the painfully lovely Duchess Henrietta, no less. But to return to Geralt's adventures, he agreed to assist a young knight with his troubles in relation to a striking young lady-in-waiting named Vivienne. The youth, lacking experience in love's games, its ruses and deceits, was feverish and suspected that the lofty and inaccessible object of his love might have fallen victim to an evil spell. Wishing to help the youth get to the bottom of the matter, the Witcher agreed to enter the lists and take part in the tourney's assorted challenges. In observance of tradition, the Witcher had to reveal a name to take part in the tourney. He chose the immensely original moniker Geralt of Rivia. All right. Okay. Well, maybe in the next episode we will actually enter the tourney and do all that crazy stuff that we're supposed to do since we're already wearing this crazy armor. Hope you join me then, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, why don't you let me know by leaving me a like or a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you join me again in the next episode.